brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
She said she was a model for a year and a half, and if she took her pants out, then her hair dropped down to her calf. I knew a man, he was just up north, and what it got left up north, but he was the chef up north. Anyway, I'm K.I. double. All I do is get dough, spit flow, try to stay out of trouble. If you ready, we can move. Just lose your mans and hit the dance floor. I'll show you how to do my dance, or I might let you play in the garden and sit up in that white thing and listen to the greatest of Marvin. The estate got 6 locations. Took so long to get to the front once. I missed probation. I hate to brag. I know your man really wouldn't like the Beretta, but he hate the mag. And yeah, he'll go a blank check, rock yourself out. But in the meantime, girl, knock yourself out. Oh, you modeling my? Knock yourself out. Wanna let your head down? Knock yourself out. Oh, you ready to move? Knock yourself out. What you wanna sit in the cruise? Knock yourself out. You wanna keep on dancing? Knock yourself out. Wanna run to my mansion? Knock yourself out. Sitting VIP. Bitch, you just wanna be seen. Hey, yo, welcome to episode 187 of the podcast, brothers.
187.
I am your host, Flaw 700, a.k.a. Flaw Claw Van Dam, a.k.a. Flaw Cigar. Oh! A.k.a. your boy, Dumb Some Goy.
Oh, yeah. What's happening, everybody? It's your favorite fly guy, the one and only, the indescribable, the desirable, the minion of mentions, Young Fresco Fame. You can follow me on Twitter at Fresco Fame. It's on Instagram at Fresco Fame. I'll be here and there a little bit.
And yeah, once again, we are the podcast brothers, and this is episode 187.
Mascot of mischief.
What does that mean? You just made that up?
That's what it means. What the mascot of mischief?
It means what it means.
You know, one of those self-explanatory things?
No, that's not it. Mascot of mischief.
When you hear mascot of mischief, what do you think, Terrell? Why don't you use your dome,
I
Tommy?
am the mascot of mischief. So maybe it is self-explanatory.
Ooh, wow. You came up with that on your own, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I had to put that because you didn't help. You just said it and left me hanging, so I had to sit back, pause. Let me see what he's talking about. Okay, got it.
Just to reiterate.
You mean what you just said. If somebody asks you, what does that mean? They obviously are curious. Since you don't want to explain.
If somebody says that, I automatically know what they mean.
No, well, if
the mascot of mischief. All right, we're making the mascot of the Lakers. Like, what's the difference? Like, what the fuck?
We had to stop assuming that we know that the person next to you or the person people listening understands what you're saying.
Hey, you know what?
If I say, what do you mean? Obviously, I might need.
But you know what, though? It's 2 things you could take away from that I'm about to provide to you right here, right now, today. The first thing is you can try to use your own brain. That's the first thing. Second thing is, not everybody always wants to explain.
That's a fact.
And I don't have to either.
That's a fact.
I'm pretty sure you know a lot about that.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's how I be on Twitter now.
I'll be like, what? All right, whatever.
That's how I
if you don't get it, that's on you.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Right.
If you don't get it, I'm not going to explain myself with this tweet. Like,
I get it.
Everything.
Sometimes I ask questions, I dive a little deeper, but if I'm in a mood and I don't give a fuck about explaining myself, like,
matter of fact, that happened with you the other week. I had tweeted something. Everybody like retweeting it, liking. You like, what the fuck are you talking about? I said, fam, if you know, you know, man. Like,
I knew you was being short on purpose.
There was nothing to explain.
I mean,
there was nothing to explain.
You can always provide an explanation. But you just chose not to.
It already had like 20 likes and like 5 retweets.
The fuck did that mean?
I'm saying it was for the people who got it. That's what I'm saying.
And for the people who did not, you know, we had questions. I just happened to be the one to ask.
But we just had this conversation 10 seconds ago. If you know, you know.
I mean, but no, I disagree. I disagree
you just
with that
said.
I don't give a fuck what I just said. I'm talking about you right here, right now.
See?
This shit fluctuates based on my interest level. Goddamn.
Nah, that's exactly.
At that point in time, I didn't give a fuck to explain. But I would like for you to explain yourself.
See, look at that. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense at all.
Explain yourself.
That makes no sense at all.
Whatever. You're right. Sometimes you got to be okay with your own ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's some shit that ain't right that I do, but it ain't really hurting nobody.
So you think?
I mean, well, if it is, then speak up. And then I'll be like, all right, you right, my bad.
If you know that what you're doing is wrong, maybe, but let's just say you don't.
It ain't necessarily wrong.
Right. So
I'm just teetering the line of morality.
Let's just say what you're doing, you don't think you're wrong in it. So if somebody approaches you on some, it's fucked up what you did, and it's how I took it. Are you then observing it on how they took it?
Or wait, how far are we going? Because I was just talking about what we was already talking about.
Oh, just that? I'm just saying in general.
No. I wasn't going that deep. I was just literally talking about what we had already discussed.
Okay. Yeah, I was just saying in general because,
in general, when you open the book up, that, to the middle of the motherfucking story, then it's more variables that you got to take into consideration. There's more going on in the middle of the story when you open it up to the masses.
Okay, so you want to, how's your week? How's your mental health?
I did something yesterday. What did I do? Damn, I shouldn't have had that extra week. My mental health is straight. My mental health really never wavers. Not too much anyway. I be chilling. I'm sad actually, bro. Chadwick Boseman passed away. I'm very sad by that. Don't know. Like, who knew? Like, nobody knew his condition. Nobody knew anything. Shout out to Chadwick Boseman's team and his close, individuals in his camp for not leaking a single word about his terminal illness in 4 years. It was a lot. It was a lot. But other than that, my week was fine. Just, going through the motions, trying to survive this dreadful fucking year. It hasn't been 100% bad, to be honest. Some good has come from this year, but at the same time, it's a lot of like what the fuck? 2020 has a lot of what the fuck moments.
Yeah, it's
and
hard.
This is just another one.
It's hard to explain 2020 because just like you said in the beginning of how your week was, I think you said your mental health doesn't waver.
Not much, no.
But for a man, I get confused at that because I can say the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. But then you sit back and you ask yourself, is that a good thing? That we won't let ourselves go? Because what we're going to talk about in this episode is how, people we've never met impacted our lives and we watched them go, like heroes, people we look up to, people we admire, we never met in our lives, but they had an impact on us. And the only thing we can do is move on. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if us not letting our mental health waver is a good or a bad thing. Because
I think it's good.
You could depend. It can go either way.
Because the thoughts I be having, if I let that shit go,
but what if it's good?
Over.
But what if it's good to let it go though? Like, just how you have that screaming room or that room where people break stuff.
I do that sometimes.
You do that?
Sometimes I yell or I grunt.
If that's enough,
what I used to do when I was a kid. When I used to get mad, I used to take a towel and wrap it as tight as I can around both my fists till it got tight and try to rip that shit. Like, that shit worked, bro.
It do?
Hell yeah, that shit.
Because that'll piss me off knowing I can't rip it. Like, what the fuck? Like,
man, that shit releases mad frustration. Like, I was an angry little nigga. So
you ain't pull a muscle in the forearms or nothing?
I used to wrap that towel around my just like the tight as hell till I can't wrap it no more. And it's as tight as it got. Then I try to pull it and just scream. Like,
what got you out of that?
Oh man, huh?
What got you out of that?
I don't know. I think the towel started getting hit in a different place. I don't know.
Oh, so you had a specific towel that
no, it was just any towel.
Okay.
I don't know. That was just a way for me to be mad. But it was like, all right, to not smack the shit out of nobody. Mm-hmm. I've always had the burning desire to smack people. Don't know why.
I think we all do. I think, you know.
Ever since a young age, I remember the first time I slapped somebody. I think I was in the first grade. Yeah.
First grade smacking.
Pretty good.
That's not good.
Yeah. I got my first kiss in the second grade. Like real kiss.
You're advanced.
It was Tyree's girlfriend at the time.
Man. Hey, yo, you like telling this story.
I love this story. This nigga be mad still.
I'm hearing
I think he's still trying to get me back for that.
I think so.
It's all good, man.
But that is that
you can only get me back if I care. You care.
That's another thing that I think that men, especially black men, have a issue with, and that's always trying to avenge their childhood. It just doesn't work. You'll never get that back. A lot of stuff that we do,
The moment's gone.
it's
bro.
gone.
And so is the girl.
So is everything is gone. All we do is sit around and try to avenge our childhood. When I was young, this happened.
And the motherfuckers who you trying to avenge it for to show off ain't even paying
They
attention
don't
to
care.
you. And they know what. My idea of, like kind of showtiming on people who kind of shitted on me back in the day is like extreme distance and separation. Like, you can't even see me to know what the fuck I got going on if you do happen to wonder about it. Gee, I wonder what so-and-so's doing. Well, guess what you about to do, bitch? Keep wondering. And you can't find me.
And you look at it, I'm almost 40. I'm 37. Who from middle school or high school am I competing with? I'd be a fool to still be out here like, remember back in the day?
You got the Jordans, I couldn't get them.
Look at me now.
Look at me now, boy.
Stunting on the gram for what? Because I got bombed on for wearing a certain pair of jeans because my jeans didn't have a label on them in middle school. I got bombed on.
We all did.
Yeah,
bro. It's a rite of passage.
I got bombed on in middle school for people used to check my pockets to see what the name was. This is when Nike
used to
and
check
Tommy
the tag
Hilfiger,
of your clothes,
check
bro,
your
to make
tag.
sure your shit was official.
But what I'm not going to do at 37 is stunt for the gram.
I ain't checking nobody tags. I don't give a fuck.
This shirt I have on right now is a Podcast Brothers t-shirt, but the tag is something generic. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
nah, man, that's an official t-shirt brand. I think it's a Gliding, bro. That's like
nah, Gliding don't.
Oh, nah, you ain't
no
on the Gliding.
disrespect to the Gliding.
I tried to help you out. I don't know what the fuck that nigga got there.
The Gliding don't hug the sleeve like this joint do.
I feel you. I'm sorry, but my t-shirt's Nike and my shorts are Champion.
Can't nobody check your tags.
Don't try.
How's my week in mental health been, you ask?
How's your week in your mental health been, Jarrell?
Thanks, I appreciate it. Man, so I caught myself playing the Tooth Fairy this weekend and blew it.
What?
Blew it. Like I just blew it. Just blew it. So by the time I picked my son up, he talking about.
Wait.
I just blew it. Like,
how did a nigga blow putting money under a pillow? Like, that's all the fuck you got to do. Like,
I'm about to tell you how I blew it. So he comes over. He's talking about his tooth. It's not out. It's not out. He winds up pulling the tooth out. So
which tooth was it?
Something on the bottom. One on the bottom. His first four came out already. The bad ones, the ones that really leave you looking crazy.
Yeah, the front ones mainly.
The front four is already out. So now his side is going out. No big deal.
Okay.
It's grown people with their side teeth missing. It's nothing.
Yeah.
So
shit, I ain't got one. But.
So you missing a tooth?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, didn't know that. So
it's a fucking poster. I don't know.
So his tooth, he pulls his tooth out himself because he's real hyped for the Tooth Fairy. He's expecting money. I checked my pockets and the only thing I had on me was a $10 bill. I said, shit, I got to give this up because he knows what it is. So what's this, Friday night? So around 5 a.m, I happened to wake up and I realized that I didn't put the money under the pillow yet. So I said, oh, must be a sign. Time to wake up. Time to get up and put the money under the pillow.
Oh, okay.
Well, I woke up at 5 a.m.
I thought you were going to say, I think it must be a sign that I don't have to get
No. Must be a sign that it's time for me. Like, something woke me up. So while he's still asleep, I'm going to go in there and put the money under the pillow.
He was already up when you walked in.
No, he was asleep.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you what went wrong with the whole thing. I put the money under the pillow, come back in the room, go back to bed. So now we all wake up at a certain time. I can't remember what time we woke up. But my son comes in the room and said, Dad, the Tooth Fairy forgot to take the tooth.
Oh, my God.
I said, shit. Fuck.
I can actually see how you did that. I can see myself making the same mistake.
So he was totally confused as why the Tooth Fairy didn't do their fucking job.
I smoke weed, though. You do not.
So I totally blew it. So I just said, listen, son, give me the tooth. I'll take care of it. So he gave me the tooth. He had the $10 bill, but he actually left the dollar. He actually left it laying around. So the money's still here, actually. Which he does this because
the worst Tooth
Fairy
story I've ever heard.
It's crazy because I've given him this $10 bill before.
The same bill?
Same bill. So when I gave it to him before, he left it laying around. So that's how I was able to still have it. Shit, I got a $10 bill. I'll recycle the money I already gave to you. You're too young to understand this is still your money.
You don't know this is a different $10 bill.
You don't know. So I gave it to him, and he winds up leaving it again. So The next time he wants something, I got $10.
Don't ever give him no money.
The next time he needs something, I got $10 on it. Not knowing that it's
you hold off fiscal responsibility for that young man for as long as possible.
It's called a savings.
Yeah, $10.
Also, I was in the gym and this young man, older guy from Miami, Florida.
Young man, older guy?
Because I'm thinking I don't really know his age, but he wasn't an old head. But I don't want to make it seem like he was a young boy. He was a man.
Okay. All right.
I'm in the gym working out, and y'all be seeing me post my videos of my workouts with the camera. So he approached me. He was just like, "Yo, you post workout videos?" I was like, "Yeah, something like that." He was like, "Yo, I manage your boy. I manage an artist, man. I'm gonna go get you one of his CDs, and if you like it, maybe you could put it on your workout videos." In my head, like CDs.
CDs.
You
got a link, nigga?
I thought I had them.
You got it?
They here somewhere. I got them. So I'm in the gym. So
How the album cover look?
That's
it right here?
Yeah, that's it. Turn it around. Nigga look like Fat Joe, don't he?
What in the world?
So he comes back with 2 CDs. Said he's bringing one, but brought 2 for some reason. He didn't say he wanted me to sell one, give one away. He just gave Pat with 2 CDs, my guy. And I haven't listened to them because I have no CD player. I mean, I got an Xbox right here, but it's not touching the Xbox.
The first record on the album is called Cornmeal Dumpling.
I didn't even look at the... Nah, tell me it ain't so. Cornmeal Dumpling. She love it. Black Roses. Nobody move. Bun it. Donkey Face.
A donkey face.
The Hard Way. Married to the Streets.
Okay.
We too old for this shit, fam. One by One. Yeah.
I mean, but if he married to the streets, that's really, you feel me?
Yeah.
Now listen.
Now the funny part about this though is, right, I'm on Twitter cracking up, right? So I shows the cover art on Twitter and I forgot who the guy was, but he found this music on Apple Music. All the guy had to do was say, "Listen, here come my artist on Apple Music. No CD, no nothing." Cause he asked to follow me on Instagram, so he pulls his phone out.
So you know what's up then. If he's trying to follow you on Instagram, he's aware of the digital era and the way music
exactly
works now.
He pulls out his iPhone, follows me on Instagram just to hand me a CD.
Bro, I'd have been like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? It's like a bitch handing you a fucking tape cassette. First of all, when am I supposed to play this, sir? My car doesn't even come equipped with these.
I don't even have a CD player in my car. I do. Honestly, I do. It's a DVD. I have a DVD player, but it might play CDs. But that's not the point.
No, it's not. I'm turned off by this.
Now, here's the kicker, though. He's the manager. He needs to be fired.
You know, yeah. I mean, maybe they just pushing both. I don't know. I don't know what the marketing scheme here is behind this, but I'm gonna give him benefit of the doubt. I'm trying to think of a positive.
You can't. You can't pull out an iPhone.
Yeah, you're right.
And I pull out my iPhone and you give me a CD. Listen, fam.
The iPhone 11 at that. But.
I have some type of audio streaming service on this device. You better believe it.
You sitting here in the midst of the latest technology and this motherfucker hands me a CD.
Yeah.
What this say right here? At the top, the W word?
With a yachty.
With a yachty?
With a yachty.
Maybe it's Jamaican or something, another language.
Yeah. It is. He said it's like a mix of Jamaican stuff like that. So
okay. So I ain't, listen, off first impression, I'm not impressed. But it might not sound bad. Who knows?
You keep giving this guy, all right, you take the CDs with you then.
And play it where?
Okay then. So let's get into this week's episode.
You know, we only have boom boxes or like radio systems in the house no more. We have Bluetooth speakers. I think like
that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, then stop giving him the benefit of the doubt of why he has a CD. There's no reason to have a CD.
There's no reason to have a CD, but I won't go as far as to say that his music isn't decent just based off his CD. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
I give you that.
That's all I'm saying.
Shout out to the guy or the young lady who took the time to burn them CDs and make them
you got
CD
this,
covers.
You working this fucking prehistoric
You should
job.
not be working as hard in 2020.
Oh man. There's probably like 6 of y'all in the world left doing that job.
So, man, piggybacking off what you said during your week about how we lost Chadwick Boseman.
Rest in peace to Chadwick.
Rest in peace, man. Also, last week was Kobe Bean Bryant birthday.
Happy birthday, Kobe.
And the Black Mamba Day. His birthday was August 23rd, right? And Black Mamba Day was August 24th. And R.I.P. to Kobe, man. The Lakers played on Black Mamba Day.
Murder.
And I knew the Blazers were going to get smoked. And at one point, the score was actually 24-8.
Mm-hmm.
That's
a timeout.
That's nasty.
Yeah,
and
that was crazy.
I believe in numbers. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see me post 555-444.
Lord,
these numbers, it's a message. Like Kobe was. Listen, before I saw the 24-8 and I saw the Lakers busting the Blazers' ass, I said Kobe's on this court somewhere doing something. Like he's playing. Because at the end of the day, that's your squad, and you know for a fact the Lakers don't play like that.
No, they do not.
Number one seed in the West, they great. They have an opportunity to win a championship, but y'all don't play like that.
Well, and on top of that, everything that they're doing now, since they on a championship run, hopefully, is being compared to the Lakers' last championship run, which Kobe was on. So he's always being brought up. And it's no way in hell that after what happened to him and everything he meant to the organization and the basketball community, that on his honored day, the first anniversary of his honored day, you motherfuckers come out here and lose and play like crap.
And that's what I was going to get to.
I probably wouldn't have been a fan no more. And I would have been pissed.
That's what I was going to get to next. They have the luxury of never having to do that again.
Right.
Because it's in August.
Pressure, right.
No.
It's in August. It was just usually in the off season.
Right.
During the regular format of
had they would have lost the one Mamba game.
Yeah, that'd have been a stain.
Like,
that'd have been an ugly ass stain.
If you think about the conversation going in is, man, the Lakers can't beat Portland. They ain't killing.
Bro, I didn't understand it. I was listening to all these analysts recently about how the Blazers are the best 8th seed in NBA history and all this extra shit. Literally, it was a clip of every analyst just saying that the Blazers had a legitimate chance of beating the Lakers. And obviously none of them knew what the fuck they was talking about. That's why I know these analysts, they don't know really what they talk about, man.
I stopped watching them.
I don't watch them no more either, but I listen to other people's opinions when I come across it. If I think if it's someone who has a good track record of giving a good analysis. But this time and the last few times, honestly, I was just like, yo, y'all niggas been way off. And then soon as the opposite happens, they always try to retract what they said to make it seem like they were in front of what actually had taken place as opposed to their analysis beforehand. Like it's so annoying. It's so annoying.
So even though we've never met Kobe, I know he meant a lot to you. So I'll give you the floor, and you can talk about the Black Mamba for as long or as you want. Or
Kobe was just I never wanted to be like anybody other than Kobe Bryant and Michael Jackson. That was it. Wanted to dance like Mike, wanted to shoot like Kobe, dunk like Kobe, all that shit. I just thought he the reason why I got this gold on right now. I got my Lakers colors on right now. I've never been a fan of any other team. I've never had another favorite player. And I don't know. I just naturally gravitated towards his game when I started watching. It was the same year AI was out there balling. Shit, you can argue that AI was better than Kobe. You know what I'm saying? And it was no question that he was better than him during his rookie year. But as far as careers, you can argue that if you want. But I don't know. A lot of and then being in the area, we close to Philly. Everybody was Iverson fans. Like. Everybody in this area loved the Sixers, loved Iverson. Rightfully so, though. But for some reason, I just gravitated towards Kobe. I don't know what it was, but I like this game. And then you see him grow up and you see him become a father. And he was just like, even when he was young, he was just like always giving lessons. Even when you talk in his interviews, he's always talking about learning and stuff that he's learned and how he applied it and how he got to be where he was at the pinnacle of his game. He was always dishing out gems of knowledge. So I can only imagine what it would be like to actually be side by side with him on a daily basis, or what type of stuff he teach people and show people around him. So, a lot of people thought he was arrogant, ignorant. Which he was on the court, but rightfully so. I'm out here cooking you niggas. I ain't about to be no nice guy. Bitch, get this work. I drop 40 on you niggas. Don't you dare disrespect me.
And that was an error, right? That era, like when I put my jersey on.
That's how niggas was.
When I put this jersey on, I don't know you.
Right, yeah. Like, it's none of that, bro. This is serious between these lines. I'm giving you 50 and I'm going to tell you about it.
Shaq and Kobe will fight behind the scene, but when you get to court, we fighting for each other.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people took that, applied it to who he was as an individual off the court. And I think that the fact that we saw him get to be a father, like in public and open, kind of changed a lot of people's narratives about what they believed about him when he was like completely done with basketball. Every time they asked him about an interview, hey, when's the last time you played? He was like, the last time I dropped 60 against Utah. I played with my kids in the driveway, but I'm done. I'm winning Oscars and shit out here now, bro. I did 20 years. I'm good. So he was in a good place to see him be an active dad. All girls. 5
championships and then go on. I'm done. I'm do this and then win the Oscar. Doing
the Oscar, right? That's crazy. That's crazy. I just think he was incredibly inspirational, and just based off his willingness to want to give information and just knowledge to people, it was a good thing, man. We saw Kobe grow up in front of the camera. We saw 18-year-old kid get drafted out of Lower Marion High School in Pennsylvania and did 20 years out in LA to become one of the biggest basketball stars for that franchise. Like, it's a motherfucking Disney story on some real shit. So, rest in peace, Kobe, man. You inspired a lot of young folks out here, including myself. I'm going to wear these purple and gold colors forever, bro. I can't take that off, like, ever. I'll be damned if I have another basketball team. So, they better win a championship this year.
Briefly, for Kobe Bryant, I just want to say that what I noticed about Kobe was he did it. Whatever he did, he focused on that one thing. So I want to say shout out to Vanessa Bryant for allowing him to have the NBA career he had. So when he played for 20 years, he won 5 championships. What is like 7, 8 finals?
7.
So 7 finals,
5 finals.
Yeah. So 5 championships, 7 finals. USA Gold Olympian. He did it as good as you can possibly do it next to Tim
League
Duncan.
MVP 2008.
Yeah. So we're talking about
2 finals
10
MVPs.
years. Duncan and Kobe won 5 apiece. So we're talking 2 players that dominated a decade.
Lakers
Spurs
for 10 years.
Right, for 10 years. Coming off the Jordan era where one guy did it. The next era was, okay, now there's 2. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it was.
Kobe just wanted to get one more than Shaq. He had to have more than Shaq.
Oh, he let that be known. So as soon as he retired, he enhanced his father and husband skills.
Yeah, it's just his social life.
He said, Vanessa, now that I'm done, I'm all yours now. And he showed us, that side of Kobe Bryant that we didn't know, because all we knew was that guy on the court.
Right.
So then, like I say, he goes into film in a bit, wins an Oscar. He goes into becoming, a
mentor to every player in the league.
Yeah.
Coaching his girls.
Then he goes to the women's basketball,
like
enhances their game,
like an ambassador for their
So it's
game.
like everything he decided to do, he enhanced it. Everything. Like he could have like I don't want to bring like other people into it, but because Jordan was great, but you can't say that once Jordan left basketball, he was great at something else. I just never heard of him being as great as he is as a player.
Maybe he's a great executive.
Maybe. Well, I heard he was trash at building teams.
I mean, with like the Jordan brand or something like that, not with the franchise.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when you heard Jordan outside of basketball, you was like, damn, what he doing? Like, his baseball game wasn't the greatest.
Right.
Him drafting Kwame Brown wasn't the greatest. No. Like everything else, he was just like, But Kobe. Okay, now I'm done basketball. I'm about to go do everything else, and he was still great at that, man.
Well-rounded success in other
so once again, man,
career avenues.
Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
Mamba Day. Now, today's August 30th, and on August 28th, man, we lost a great man, Chadwick Boseman, to lung cancer, I think it was.
Colon cancer.
Colon cancer that he had for 4 years, that he's been battling, and he still have given us classic film after classic film, most notably for me, the Black Panther. So we're going to transition from the Black Mamba to the Black Panther. And I remember when this movie came out, and I was hesitant to tell people even though I think I did.
Well, you cried?
No, I didn't cry, but I thought that this was a great movie.
Oh, yeah.
Not based on the Marvel storyline, because all these movies don't make sense. None of these movies are really good, honestly. Like, if you like Thanos or if you like a certain character, the storyline is always doesn't really make sense.
I disagree, but go ahead.
Well, to me, you don't watch an action movie. To me, you don't watch an action movie for a great movie. You watch it for other things. To me, I haven't really seen. Put it like this: action movies aren't my favorite. I'll say that. As far as what I get out of it, like I don't expect much from an action movie. It's blowing up stuff. Woo! But so I was going to see a Marvel movie. I wrote this down because it's a lot. So going to see a Marvel movie is nothing, nothing out of the ordinary, but I'm not the biggest Marvel fan. So I didn't know who the Black Panther was. I honestly didn't. I just seen this new character on Captain America's movie.
Civil War,
right? Boom, boom, boom. And so I'm like, yo, who's that? And they say, well, he's richer than Tony Stark's. He's from Wakanda. Okay, cool. Woo. So they hyped the movie up saying that it was going to be 90% black, something like that, 94, something 90. It's in the high 90s of an all black film, black director, black cast, black behind the scenes, everything, you name it, black, black, black. So fast forward a bit. I don't think I went to see the movie on its first night's release, or maybe I did, but I was asking around about what people thought of the movie, and everybody was saying how amazing it was. Now, to me, that normally is a red flag for me because I put the expectations through the roof when you tell me something's fire. So I actually.
But you asked them.
I did, but I actually sit in movies waiting for this thing you told me was going to happen instead of enjoying the film. Like, that's me. Instead of just enjoying it and judging on my own, I sit back and I wait to see why you thought it was so great. So I don't remember. I just knew that people thought the movie was amazing, which kind of ruins it for me because there's always expectations. So I go watch the movie and I couldn't believe it. Now, one bitch was said. Nobody called nobody a nigga in the film. Now, I'm not the biggest movie guy. I just said that. So there might be other movies out that might be powerful for, black people. So I'm not debating that. I'm saying that whatever movie that is for y'all, Black Panther was for me. That I was able to see us in a different type of light. That was my first time. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just not a movie guy. So I went to see the movie, the storyline. I went to see the movie to follow up to the storyline. I want to see what's happening. When you go see Marvel at the end of the movie, something happens. There's always something. So I'm really just trying to get to Avengers. And, and one of the stops is the Black Panther. And I think that that's how Marvel treated it, to be honest. But it meant something to us because I'm not the only one. And I know a lot of us that went to see this movie 3 times. And we act like it's the first time us seeing it.
Yeah, I saw it a couple of times.
We all went back and it was packed. Now, I know Iron Man might have did a Billy, Iron Man 3, and Avengers might have did a Billy twice.
Yeah.
But nobody was expecting Black Panther to do a Billy.
Yeah, Black Panther snuck in there with the
Nobody was expecting that, man. And let alone the soundtrack. The soundtrack, I think the soundtrack was incredible. Yeah. So, now I know Chadwick did other movies like 42, and he did
the Marshall, James Brown.
He did the James Brown joint, and they were all dope. But the Black Panther stood out to me as the movie that really impacted me. And I remember when it came out on VOD, that's video on demand for those that don't know. I bought it immediately and I watched it every night. Every night I was watching the Black Panther. You couldn't tell me nothing. Now, my thing is this. Not going to go too much longer. My thing is this. There was a time where I was telling people that I think the Black Panther was the best Marvel movie. And I got met with certain type of feedback because it wasn't, I guess, the best thought out. It wasn't the best written or whatever the case. And they would name me so many movies that was better. But like my music, like my movies, like anything that I watch, I'm drawn to what affects me. The music I like, it means something to me. I don't care that the snare is too low, or because sometimes you'll run into music nerds, movie nerds, and they'll tell you why this ain't a good song.
Right.
This ain't a good movie. I don't care.
Right.
I don't care that they only needed Wakanda as a way to get to Avengers, because that's what I think the studio uses for. They just needed a bridge to get to Avengers. They didn't care about an all-black movie. Just throw it out there. It'll do something.
I ain't gonna say they didn't care because it benefited them too. The most
they didn't know.
You know what I'm saying? But they knew because
$1 billion.
No, they ain't gonna.
Nope.
They ain't know it was gonna crack $1 billion probably, but they knew it would probably have some cultural significance based on even offering Ryan Coogler the job to begin with.
Yeah, it was huge.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I think my example is Spider-Man did $1 billion. If that did not do big numbers, it would have been a disappointment. If this did, Black Panther did like 500 million, they would have been cool with it. Like, it over exceeded the expectations is what I'm saying. So, man, when I got the news of Chadwick passing, I saw it and I Googled it right away, and the news was like 4 minutes old. And I said, nah, I don't want to tweet this. But the clip was from an official site.
Mm-hmm.
So I put it up on there, man. And, you know, rest in peace to Chad. And my whole Saturday night, it started flooding. You know, we couldn't believe it. And he was a strong man. So outside of Black Panther, you actually got to see this man carry himself like a real king. This man carried himself real well, man. Mm-hmm. And those are the things that I like. So when I say I like power, I like how Ghost carry himself. Mm-hmm. I like how Chadwick carries himself. I like how Kobe carried himself outside of basketball. I like black men who carry themselves a certain way. I don't care that you don't like the writing no more. Mm-hmm. I don't care that Kobe Bryant did this 10 years ago. I don't care. I don't nitpick at things like that. You understand? I like how these men carry themselves, whether it's a fictional character or a real character, whether I met you or I didn't meet you. I'm drawn to men who take care of their business and they lead by example, whether it's a fictional character or not, man. So I just want to say rest in peace to Chadwick, man, the Black Panther. We lost the Black Mamba. We lost the Black Panther. And even though Fresco said our mental don't waver, I couldn't wait to pod just so I can.
No. I said my mental. That's a waiver. Right?
No, but
I ain't speaking for y'all.
No. You don't. But that's something. The reason why I brought it back up because I think a lot of us go through that. We don't know if this is something we should react to because we don't know them. Not saying you, but there could be some people saying, "Well, I don't know Chad," or I'm afraid to say that. Hey, I looked up to a fictional character, or you know what I'm saying? Like there are reasons why we don't allow ourselves to go because we keep moving. Because tomorrow is a whole new day. I still got kids. I still got responsibilities. I got to keep moving.
Well, the things that affect me, I allow to affect me. But if it don't really affect me, I don't allow it to affect me as if it's something that I would. Like, you know, life's busy, man.
That's a fact.
I don't really have time to be getting emotionally broke down over everything that happens. So pick and choose, you know, about certain things on what you can have a breakdown about, you know, what's worth having a breakdown about. Shit, like I ain't about to be out here weak emotionally over anything, but certain things, like when Kobe died, I was fucked up. That shit hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That shit hurt.
Yeah.
I took a minute to myself. Like I was watching Sports Center all morning, all night, all morning, like fucking shocked to the core. You know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, shit, I had to go to work the next day. So,
yeah, we finished that episode too because we got the news of Kobe Bryant mid podcast, man.
Mm-hmm. You better stop texting me bad news, bro.
Who?
You?
Hey, I want to start reading bad news
next time. Let me come across that shit myself. Don't send me that shit.
I am the one that told you about Kobe too, right?
Yeah, and Chadwick. Yeah, that's what I'm telling your ass now. The next time you see some shit like that, let me come across it on my own. Let me send it to you. How about that?
Yeah, you are right about that,
I'm a
man.
recipient of bad news. Give me some good news. Yo, I found 5 Gs. Oh,
I wish.
You ain't even fucking tell me if you did, though. That's the fucked up part. That nigga share bad news fast as hell. This nigga come across some good news. Oh, no, it's my secret.
First off,
some bitch.
I found 5 Gs. You just making, like, how do you find 5 Gs? I'm not telling nobody I just found 5 Gs because I don't want that on my phone.
Bro,
you can't tell nobody you just found 5 Gs because you don't know who 5 Gs that is.
Bro,
and then you lie.
First of all, don't call me and say you just found 5 Gs if you're not giving me some of that 5 Gs. Otherwise, I don't give a shit. You better hide it. You really better stash it.
Let's just say I intended on breaking my peoples off. I still would not text anybody and say, hey, I found 5Gs.
What would you say?
I don't know.
I'm curious.
I don't know.
First of all, I wouldn't text. I would call, yo, I need to holler at you ASAP. Where you at?
Boom, don't call.
Why
if you
not?
watch all these shows, it'll tell you when your phone goes off on a tower or something. Your phone is evidence against you because it'll say Fresco called Flaw at 10:02.
I could call my brother whenever I want. You're not a criminal associate. You're my brother. So the fuck what I called you at 10:02?
How did the money get there? The money got there. Somebody
First
dropped
of all-
it. Wait. The money got there. Listen,
Bro,
I'm telling you, I watched these
Why the fuck you going
shows.
so deep? My nigga, you found $5,000. You didn't steal it. You didn't rob nobody. You didn't come across a drug deal and you shot niggas and took it. You was walking down the street and you found $5,000.
I watched.
You ain't never find no money before?
Not $5,000.
Nigga, it was an unrealistic scenario.
I know.
Hypothetical.
Okay, all right. If that's how you want to end it, I'm
Holy
just
shit.
saying. If I was to find $5,000, I would have to find a different way to inform you that I have it. No phones allowed.
Well, 5,000. It ain't 5. If it was 5 million, yeah, don't fucking call me. 5,000?
I'm still paranoid over 5G.
You don't even need a suitcase for $5,000. That should have fit in a fucking brown paper bag. Like, you don't need a suitcase for 5,000.
Hey, so the NBA, the Milwaukee, I would say the NBA players, but the Milwaukee Bucks did a thing. I'm not even going to say the NBA players because the Milwaukee Bucks just I'm watching basketball. I'm actually watching it right by the tip off. The Orlando Magic is out there warming up. I'm actually about to watch the Orlando Magic versus Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks do not come out. I thought it was strange. I didn't put two and two together as to why they wouldn't come out. But for those that don't know, living under a rock, black man Jacob Blake was shot in the back 7 times in Milwaukee, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And
Kenosha, something like that.
Yeah, the Milwaukee Bucks decided to protest without telling anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So it left everybody. It made the Orlando Magic look stupid. President of basketball operations or president of the NBA or whatever his title is, Chris Paul, knew nothing about it. The face of the league, LeBron,
president of the Basketball Association.
Okay, the face of the league, LeBron James, didn't know nothing about it.
Why would they though?
Well, I tweeted out that day. I said I don't get it. I don't get boycotting now because this is what the conversation Kyrie Irving was having with basketball players. You know, we got you guys. We'll be a distraction if we play. They decided to play, but so now that something else has happened, which is horrific. You guys are now boycotting. Makes no sense. What did you think when they decided to boycott like 2 games when you first seen it?
I understood the Bucks' perspective.
Because it's in Milwaukee and they felt they had to do something.
Right. I actually I was kind of mad. Be honest with you, I wanted to watch basketball. I'm all for justice. I am all for the murderings by police of unarmed black men and racism that come to like just be fucking kaput. But honestly, I don't see how not playing basketball solves that. It's nothing different today than what was 2 days ago. We're in the same exact system that we were in. I get at some point you want to take a stand, you want to make your voice heard, but that ain't them playing basketball ain't stopping the economy. If that was the case, everybody got to stop going to work. Holy shit, we can't do nothing. Like niggas ain't even at ShopRite. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really see the any real benefit. Honestly, I know that's they like, and that's another thing too. If I'm the NBA, I'm pissed. I'm like, well, shit, man. I'll let you motherfuckers do everything. You know what I'm saying? Yo, motherfuckers is paid. Motherfuckers is living pretty decent. You know, I allow everybody to speak their mind freely.
Black Lives Matter on the court.
Matter, everything. Like, I don't stop anybody from being who they are and speaking on things that they want to be. Why y'all boycotting me? I've been good to y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's this shit happening with cops and these niggas still getting up and go to work. It's happening within their office. So I'm kind of like, I don't know.
So you saying if a racist cop kills somebody, the other cops don't boycott? They
go right back to work. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody else is boycotting anything. Ain't no politicians boycotting. Ain't no senators boycotting. I can't believe this is happening in my state. No governors, no mayors, nothing. You know what I'm saying? I understand that NBA players can afford to boycott. A lot of people can't afford to boycott. Well, then again, no, that's not really true either because a lot of NBA players can't really afford the boycott. We just thinking about the big name players. But there's a lot of players on these teams that niggas don't know that they ain't got them big ass contracts.
NBA players some of them live check to check.
Some of them live check to check.
Some of them ain't bought that house yet.
Exactly.
They still paying the mortgage.
You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't see where the benefit was going to come from this.
And think about it. How many rookies done bought their mom a house and then bought themselves a house? Like,
right.
You got rookies or people not making, that top money buying multiple homes because it's what we do.
And honestly, bro, at the end of the day, it's a basketball game. I understand certain players have a certain type of, star power within the media and stuff, but I'm really not looking for LeBron James to save my fucking day. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really not. Like, I appreciate his opinion and what he's able to do, in terms of what he thinks he can do to assist the community. But I'm that's not something that I'm looking forward to. Like, LeBron James is going to be the guy that ends all of this.
A few things, right? Everybody needs to play their part. Mm-hmm. NBA players aren't the foot soldiers. They can be the financial stability, though. They make the money. Well, athletes. It's a lot of money in sports, So they can be something else. So if you guys do stop playing basketball, you're going to be out there marching every day? No. Mm-hmm. If you stop playing basketball, then how are you going to be seen to spread a message? How effective is that message? Kneeling for the national anthem, Black Lives Matter on the basketball court, say her name, arrest the murderers who killed Breonna Taylor. Mm-hmm. Who knows what effect that has? But at least you're doing it on television. Mm-hmm. If you stop playing basketball, then all of that goes away.
Right.
Regardless how effective or ineffective it is.
Right.
That's the least you can do is keep playing.
I agree.
So the message that you guys are saying is still there. And Matt Barnes says something that I think is very true. We're not fighting for today. We're fighting for tomorrow. So the players boycotting today means nothing for us today. Yeah, you're not doing. Stop playing basketball today. It's not going to change anything that's so deep rooted in the United States. You can't change the United States, the DNA of the United States overnight.
Right.
There's nothing the Milwaukee Bucks could have done. I get that they're fed up, but there's nothing that we can do to change tomorrow. For a cop to shoot a black man 7 times in the back at close range lets you know something. Mm-hmm. If I had a gun in my hand, a few things would run through my head. I might get caught. I might go to jail. These white police officers who continue to shoot black people seem to not think about the consequences because there are none. There are none. That cop that shot Jacob Blake. I got the guys mixed up.
It's happening
Blake,
so much now.
Yeah, Jacob Blake in the back is home right now. Mm-hmm. Probably, and his story is
he's paralyzed from the waist down.
And his story is,
you said the cop or
the cop is home. No, Jacob Blake is still in the hospital,
right,
handcuffed
to the bed.
But the cop is home with his family, scared that something might happen to him, like his pension. Right. Or he might have to do a little bit of time, which they never do.
Nope. Fuck his pension.
You understand what I'm saying? So, just like what Matt Barnes said, this isn't about now, this is about our kids. And we changed the conversation now. Yes, get out and vote. But we also have to, I saw this one thing, I forgot what state it was in, but they are saying that if you protest, you lose the right to vote. They're passing wild laws. They're passing a lot of laws while we're out there in the streets marching, demanding change.
But listen to this though, man. Listen at that, right? That just lets me know that honestly, it's never going to be any different. It's just going to transform into whatever the way of the world is at the time. Like that's how I feel, because motherfuckers out there protesting all over again. You know what I'm saying? This shit has been happening since the beginning of the time, and motherfuckers out there protesting, and there's other motherfuckers sitting back like, oh, all y'all protesting in the street. Let me write these laws up and make sure that y'all can't protest here, so we can lock y'all up for doing that.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think if you get arrested during the protest, you lose your right to vote. Like, you just can't be like, because they don't know who's actually out there. But if you get arrested during a protest,
that's just wild to me. The fact that people create laws to, the fact that people go so far to create laws to get people to back down or to not exercise their rights, or just to say, yo, like, stop doing this shit to us. Like, we don't deserve this. Like, knock it off. There you go. Let me write this law to make sure these motherfuckers can't keep doing this. And when we catch them, they can't be involved in our democracy.
It's chess, not checkers, man.
This shit is nuts, bro. I can't do nothing with that, man. Yeah. I can't do nothing with that.
So the NBA players got together for a meeting to say, hey, are we boycotting or we not? And LeBron James was one of the first ones to say, well, we're done. The Lakers and the Clippers decided not to play. And then what I was told was, from what I heard, I mean, it's out there. They got on the phone with Michael Jordan, Barack Obama, and Jordan took the lead for the owners and said that, hey, you guys go out there and play. I'm going to make sure that as, you know, one of the owners, we're going to step up and do our job. And Barack Obama was saying, basically what I said 10 minutes ago, go out there and be seen. Nobody's going to see you. Nobody's going to hear your message if you're not out there.
Right.
Which I get. So at the end of the day, I know the Milwaukee Bucks aren't on our fuck is you doing list, but they can get nominated though. Because what you did was you put everybody in a bad position because you didn't tell nobody. So now you got LeBron James, Chris Paul, and everybody else having to make a decision that night.
Right.
So when the news got out that LeBron James says no basketball, you're asking this man, the face of the league, to make a decision like that.
Right.
We didn't get a chance to think about nothing.
No collective decision at all.
You guys just boycotted the game and didn't tell us nothing.
Right. If you boycotting all based off social injustice, I want to be a little bit more social and cool sin, motherfucker. I want to be a little bit more social and fellas say, hey, yo, fellas, hey, you about to make a move.
And the worst part is they're all in the bubble. We're all right here.
That's a good point. Now, that I overlooked that point of it. That's a very good point to make. Yeah, you motherfuckers definitely could have told us. You definitely could have told us.
Right here. Don't tell me. Like, y'all just left the pool, fam. You could have told me.
Niggas is at the buffet diner hall.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, I see you. Like, I said what's up to you before I turned in last night.
And so I did tweet that I didn't understand, and I later tweeted, I said I'm proud of them because at least they tried something.
Right.
They went back to work. I see people clowning them. You know, like, end of the day, nobody knows what to do. Nobody. Right. So stop judging the back. They're trying to do something. They're tired of it. We're tired of it. But at the end of the day, I think we all have to understand that there's nothing that we can do about police brutality today. As far as them stopping today, yes, we can change. We can protest. We can march. We can vote. We can fight. We can get more black people elected here, more women elected there, more minority people elected there. But today, tomorrow, somebody's going to get shot again tomorrow.
I just want to say something. What happened to Jacob Blake was extremely tragic. Like, it's fucked up. I just want to say my personal opinion. If anybody finds themselves in a position like that with the police and they have the weapons drawn on you, please do not try to go to your car. Just don't try to go to your car. There's no way you can win here. Like, that is a lose-lose scenario. Don't know how it would have played out if he doesn't attempt to go to his car. Do the same results happen? Does he just get arrested or assaulted or whatever? But, yeah, man, you just, try to think as rational as possible, bro. But going to your car at that moment, in my very humble opinion, to reach into your car while 3 police officers have their guns already drawn on you is not a good look. It doesn't enhance your chances in that scenario.
Yeah. You ready to get into our Fresher fiasco?
Let's do it.
Fresher fiasco. New Jersey teen behind Black Lives Matter rally receives bill for thousands of dollars for police overtime. That's wild.
Fiasco, bro. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, it's a fiasco, but they are rescinding it. They're bringing it back. And what they said was they typically normally they send a bill like, let's say you're having like a bicycle race or you're having some type of event where it causes for the police to work overtime, they send the bill out. Mm-hmm. I get it, but this ain't that.
No.
It's a scare tactic. Everything they do is a scare tactic to make you go, oh, man, if I'm going to get a $2,000 bill for gathering a rally for Black Lives Matter, and it's kind of like we spoke about with the voting. Okay, if you guys want to protest, we're going to put a law in the states that you can't vote. Everything is a scare tactic, which makes you now think like, man, she might not be so quick to start another rally. Right. Not saying that she won't do it. Right. But boy, she just might not be as quick.
But how can they even do that?
Well, they do it. They said that they do it to everyone. Like if we had an event in the city of Trenton where it calls for the police to come out, they bill us. I mean, it's something that I just learned, but obviously it's something that they've been doing. They can bill you if, the police have to work overtime on your dime.
No. Come and get me.
You'll never take me alive, coppers.
Not at all. Sayonara, suckers. I did.
Did you have another one?
I did not have another one. Actually,
shit, we might only got one. Ain't shit be going on.
Hey, man, it's like that, man. Mm-hmm. Hey, so fuck it. Can I please be blessed with the smooth sounds of JJ Icefish, please? Holla at your boy. Oh, yeah.
Fuck is you proving? Fuck is you doing? Bitch ass nigga, fuck is you doing?
Fuck is you proving?
Bullshit.
All of that.
Bitch ass nigga. The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about?
Fuck is you proving?
Bitch ass nigga, fuck is you doing? Fuck is you proving? Fuck is you doing?
Podcast Brothers, episode 187. This week's Fuck Is You Doing honoree, or award winner rather, is known by the name of Belle Thorne. Yes, Belle Thorne. I don't know how many of you know who she is or have heard of her, but she's an actress. As far as what I've been able to see or looked into or been told, pretty prominent actress, decent roles in pretty decent films. Been active for quite a while. We all know that as of late, I want to say maybe since quarantine, maybe a little bit before, OnlyFans has become a huge hit on the market. It's a great way for independent sex workers to maximize their own dollar and make their own money by being, sexually provocative on their subscription page, and they charge motherfuckers their price to see them do what they do. It's no problem. It's just another form of, a playhouse or whatever. It's whatever. Well, Belle Thorne made herself an OnlyFans page, and for what though? Like, you're an actress. You got bread. It's lit out here. You OnlyFans. I don't understand. AMC theaters is closed and all that, but they open them back slowly in some states. So you just be patient like the rest of the country. But no, can't tell people how to make their bread. So she decided to start an OnlyFans page. Cool. It's no problem, right? Hey, Belle Thorne's OnlyFans. Anytime a nigga hears a shorty got OnlyFans, the antennas go up a little bit. Curiosity strikes. Want to know what's happening, right? So, especially with an actress. You know how many actresses niggas seen on film and you had those thoughts like, man, look, if I want to get a glimpse. Well, the fans of Belle Thorne actually got that opportunity. Holy shit. Belle Thorne got OnlyFans? Oh, nigga, I got to subscribe to that, bro. How much is that monthly? $17? $19? I don't know exactly how much it is for her subscription, but what she was charging to get the little private unlock photos, like $20. $200, $300 to unlock this photo of Belle Thorne. It's a lot of thirsty guys out there. It's a lot of guys willing to drop that car note on a nude picture. Whew, God bless them. Lord bless them. It's a lot of niggas out there willing to drop a car note and use on a nude picture. Well, surprise to you motherfuckers, because when you bought the picture,
well, surprise,
the bitch was fully dressed. She was fully dressed, bro. She got a straight swimsuit bikini on. So not only are you already rich coming into the OnlyFans game, but you charging niggas $200-$300 to unlike quote unquote nude pictures, and to their unpleasant surprise when they purchase this photo of you, you're not naked. So the bitch fucked around and racked in like $2 million off OnlyFans, right? Well, that's great, right? That's great. Well, not so much, because when you hustling, if you step on another nigga corner and you try to slang your products on his corner, you got to deal with the niggas on that block. Now that Belle Thorne stepped into this hustle on this website, and she done made so much bread from her being an actress, OnlyFans owes her so much money now that everybody else that was getting paid on a weekly basis now has to wait 30 days to get their money. So you know what else that means probably? These bitches' subscriptions is going to go up so they can recoup what they was losing while having to wait till the end of the month.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. So OnlyFans owe Belle Thorne a big check. And in order for them to pay her, they had to cut the pay rate down. Not the pay rate, but the frequency of pay down for everyone else. For all the other girls that's out there slanging that ass. Excuse me, I ain't going to say slanging that ass. Showing that ass. You know, because you're on the internet. But, yo, like, and not only that, but who are you niggas paying $200-$300 for a nude picture? Bro, you paid a bill on a photograph. Mm-hmm. You paid a vacation on a photograph. You paid a fly-ass outfit on a photograph. None of that shit is cool, bro. Nothing that I just mentioned, the activity that any of you motherfuckers is involved in right there is cool. OnlyFans, it ain't cool. How y'all ain't got enough bread to keep up the payments? Why can't Belle Thorne just get on the same payment plan on a weekly basis that everybody else is already on? Why does her check have to be bigger? No, she can get the same amount. Her loan to just be paid off longer. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fuck up the game for everybody else, because as far as I can tell, a lot of bitches was eating pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From this time, those bitches on here making $88,000 a month and shit.
Buying houses, cars.
Bitches is dreaming it up. I seen one bitch take a trip to Dubai. She had like a stack as long as my leg on her. She said it was all OnlyFans money. Now here come Belle Thorne. Fucking up the gravy train.
I don't mean to be a party pooper, but I hope you're paying your taxes.
Man, listen. Well, the party already been pooped on, bro, because now they gotta reconstruct. Well, maybe they got enough bread left over from the money that they was already getting, hopefully, to coast them over to make it to the end of the month to receive that OnlyFans check again.
But you can always also say, like, the other girls are making their money, it's just coming slower. So the money's going to be there.
No, but they was getting paid weekly though.
Yeah, but it's still there,
bro. Your job, you go from getting paid every week to, hey, it's a new company policy. You paying your ass at the end of every month now. Bitch, I might fuck around and quit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I might fuck around and quit. No, that's not, you fucking shit up. Like, I gotta go ball on these niggas. I gotta do it for the gram.
Yeah, okay.
I gotta wait till the end of the month to do it for the gram now.
I mean, that makes sense.
No, so Belle Thorne, for you coming in here and disrupting the way of life for all of these ladies that was getting their bread by just being who they are, or maybe buying somebody else's body, or whatever it is, the method that they go about of having themselves shown on their OnlyFans page to make themselves some change. You can't just come on another block and sell your product on somebody else's turf. You can't just come into our sandbox and start playing with our toys. No. It don't work like that, man. You got to check in. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure shit is cool. You got to get accepted amongst the people. And then you figure out how you fit into this game. You can't be cracking up niggas' money. And why is you niggas paying this bitch anyway? For all of y'all, for all of you, I got to know. What the fuck is you doing? God of mercy.
Fuck is you grooving? Fuck is you doing?
God of mercy.
Ass nigga, fuck is you doing? Fuck is you grooving? Fuck is you doing?
The fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck?
The fuck are you talking about?
Gang, whole lot of gang shit.
Bullshit.
Fuck is you doing?
whole lot of bullshit.
There's one young lady that almost got me. You know Joe Budden ex Tahiri?
Oh, yeah.
She started the fans only, but I didn't subscribe because I have no idea what's on the other side.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
Right.
And I forgot what her subscribe price was, but I was willing to do it to see some news from Tahiri, but I don't think she's nude either. I
got a trick for you, bro. I got a trick for all the homies out there. If you're curious about a joint who got an OnlyFans and she pretty popular, all you got to do is go to Google, type in whatever OnlyFans name is, and leak. So Tahiri OnlyFans leak. And search what you can find. Shaboom! I just saved you niggas $7.99 a month.
I'm about to try. I'm about to try that right now. Let me see if it works. Type
if it's something
OnlyFans
up
first.
there. Nah. Just go to Google and then type in, Tahiri OnlyFans. Tahiri, please don't hurt me. If you come across this, it's nothing against you. I'm just looking out for the homies because you gonna get yours. Ain't you with Vado anyway on marriage, couples therapy, whatever? Y'all gotta worry about that. Y'all get a check from that. It's all good.
I'm looking right now. Nah, man, continue. Let's see. Oh wow.
Oh man, what's that? That's Tahiri?
Tahiri.
Look at that.
Well, hey, this was episode 187 of the podcast, brothers. We about to get up out of here.
God is good.
I'm about to look at. I'm about to go check out Tahiri, and we out.
God is good.